I've been asked many times since becoming a believer in God, was there any issue when you were an atheist that you couldn't reconcile with your beliefs that there was no God? There was one that I struggled with, and because I struggled with it, I tended to just put it aside. You know, those things that are uncomfortable to us, that don't match up with other things that we're doing or thinking, that's what we do. We just set them aside. So that's what I did. Kind of irresponsible, but that's the way I handled this issue. What I couldn't reconcile with the fact that I believed there was no God is that I was able to think about the issue to begin with, that I had emotions for other people. There were so many talents that were inherent in me and that I saw in other people and that I enjoyed about other people that were very difficult to put together with the story that says that we're accidental beings, that there was no intentional beginning to who we were, and that no one had thought about putting these things into us and making us capable of all these different talents and things that we can do. And at the top of the list were my emotions. And so I wanted to read about this. One of those things that I studied and researched outside the scriptures were the entire concept of what it means to be an emotional being. And I learned that social scientists over a period of hundreds of years, although they've tried, are having a very difficult time to even categorize all the emotions that make up who we are. They would all concede, however, that the fact that we're emotional beings makes up the heart or the core of who we are. We communicate to each other, we express ourselves, we come together in terms of being social beings and even tell each other that we love each other because we have these amazing, powerful emotions. And the scriptures speak about these emotions as well. We just finished in the previous chapter talking about the body as being a description of the coming together of believers. And they form a unit. Well, that's what happens to us even independently of being believers or not being believers in God, is that we tend to want to come together. Why are we part of clubs? Why do we go to events with each other? Why do we call each other on the phone and ask if we can meet each other for lunch or other things? It's because we enjoy that. But why? Why do we have this enjoyment and desire to be around and be with other people? I know if I've been kind of alone for a period of time, I don't feel as good as if I have been around other people. There's a completion that occurs. There's something that I need from other people and they need from me. And so the whole idea that we are a conscious, thinking, remembering, dreaming, loving, social set of beings is what caused me to have the most difficult time with claiming that there was no God. So in this chapter, I discuss the things that we're talking about and how I reconciled that and how I came to a point where thinking that who we are, the core of who we are, is something that was made, was somehow engineered, it was implanted in us. At least that possibility was something that I had to strongly consider. So as you go about your day and you think through what I have offered in the chapter, I invite you to think how probable it is that all the things that make up who you are, when you wake up in the morning and you begin to engage the world, what are you doing? How did you obtain that talent? How did that get into you? What makes you who you are?